It's the Bird's Eye View Podcast.
Yo, welcome back to another episode of the Bird's Eye View.
Yo, is that just your thing? Like,
yes. Yes, it is.
All right, y'all, so this is how we're going to start this off. So I have a question.
What's up?
And I feel like we're definitely going to disagree off bat, but do y'all think that college is really the end-all, be-all? Like, it's absolutely necessary?
Ooh.
And why? And tell me why.
So, like, for me personally, I don't think it's the end all be all. Like, I don't think you're gonna die without it, but I think
I don't mean it in regards to death. I mean just like in regards to success.
no. Only reason I say like in regards to success, no, is because college isn't necessarily gonna guarantee you a job. Like, it's not like, you go to college and then as soon as you leave, there's 100% that you're going to get a job. Of course, it puts you like ahead of other people. Like, it makes the opportunity easier for you because they look for people with degrees, but it doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to be like a bum on the streets if you don't go.
Yeah, I mean, of course you're not going to be you don't have to be a bum just because you didn't go to college. But like, I just feel like college is necessary in the sense that it allows you to have like the full package. You know what I'm saying? Like, nobody can ever tell if you're if you're at a job interview, nobody can ever say that you never graduated from college because you did, or nobody can't say that you're not educated because you are.
So you see it more as like bragging rights?
No, but it's about the opportunity that it comes with it. Like, graduating from college and having a degree is a privilege, and with that degree you can do so many things that you could not without it.
Basically, what I was saying is like by going, of course, I encourage college. I encourage college for anybody who it's offered to. But my thing is, I am going to go to college. I do want to go to college. But like, I don't think not going to college of course, it's going to make it harder for you to be where you want to be in life if you want to do something because a lot of jobs do require degrees. Like being a doctor, you got to have a degree or whatever. But it doesn't mean that you're going to not be successful. It just means you're going to have a harder way of getting there if you don't go.
Right. So like you were saying, I think it all depends on like the individual, what they want per se, because some people don't want those like big lifelong career paths. Right. So for them, I would say college is probably not as necessary as it is for somebody like ourselves, who we kind of know what we want to do. We know where we want to be in X amount of years. So yes, I would be going to school.
How do you feel about it, Tim?
To be honest, I feel the same way as you, though. I agree with you. Because a lot of times people go to college for certain things, like for a certain major, and they don't, and end up not even being in that career.
Well,
right.
That's a common misconception, though, because you don't have to have everything figured out by college. I feel like we are just lucky to be in the position where we kind of know what we want to do already. Mm-hmm. But you for sure do not have to know what you want to be doing when you're 30, when you're going to school. Like, college, I feel like it's like trial and error. Like, if you're a business major, but then you graduate coming out like, oh, I don't want to really be in the business field, you can change that. Like, you have the opportunity to change it.
Yeah, like personally, like my mom, she went to school for education, and she's not a teacher anymore.
My mom is the same way. She majored in music business, and she's a principal.
Yeah, I think a lot of people get discouraged with the whole like. A lot of people, let's be honest, a lot of people are turned off, especially our generation, of the thought of going to school any longer, because we know that the American education system is literally a scam. Especially with high school, we're not learning things that are going to necessarily make sure or benefit us in the way that it would if we were actually taught them. Like, we don't learn about how to file taxes.
I was going to say that. I was thinking about that.
We don't learn about like how to file taxes. We don't learn about, how to pay your bills and stuff that should be taught in school. We got to figure it out on our own. And if you don't have somebody that can advise you, or you don't have access to the internet or something to be able to look it up, it's literally just repeating the same stuff. And so much of it is so outdated. Like, we're learning about stuff from, back like way back then. And although that's fine, it's when the way that it's taught first of all, some people don't even get the concepts the way that it's taught now because it's been changed so many times. Like with math, my mother doesn't know how to help me with my math problems because the way they teach it is so different. And even with like the way stuff is taught now, it's so outdated. Like you have to get with the times at the end of the day. And they sugarcoat so much, like especially when they teach us about things like slavery and about the Holocaust and all that stuff. They don't tell you how bad it really is. They will read the same textbook from 1972 and keep giving it to everybody's kid. And then you know the bare minimum of the stuff, and they go so fast over the curriculums. I just feel like people get turned off because it's not really engaging. Nothing about it is interesting.
Well, I think you mentioned in the beginning of the speech when like you were saying that there's not really classes like they don't really teach you how to do taxes and pay your bills and stuff. I think there is like select like finance classes at select high schools, but the point is it's not everywhere, which is the problem. And then I feel like school from elementary school is kind of whatever. Like you're there, you have fun, and then you go to middle school. But once you get to middle school and high school, I feel like it's definitely like you don't learn life skills. It's more so about playing the game. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And the game is definitely not fair. Like we shouldn't have to play the game, but that's just the position we've been put in. So I feel like I'm just kind of that person like, okay, you say I need degrees to do this. All right, I'm going to just go get it. I ain't even going to complain about it.
Yeah, I mean, just do what you got to do to get to this next step. And I also think like it's different. People have different experiences with school. Like me per se, I always liked school. I never sucked at school. I was always good at school, so I liked it. I mean, it was kind of just my thing. But I also had like really good teachers, and like I had a lot of Black teachers as well when I got to middle school that I was able to connect with and like really showed me how to like build, like find the love for school that, every child should have. As maybe Tim didn't have good experiences with school because he laughed when I said that I like school.
No. I've been a straight A student since elementary school.
Oh my God.
This 4.0 GPA don't come from me.
Oh my boy.
I'm just saying.
You get on here and start lying.
Right.
What? I gotta make phone calls. I will call my principal himself and he will tell you.
We don't care.
I gotta stop playing.
Did you have a lot of Black teachers?
I ain't started getting like Black teachers until like what? 7th grade?
No,
that's cap. Elementary school I had like 2. But like I didn't really start like a majority of my teachers was Black like in the 7th grade.
I still don't have. I've never had like every grade that I was in. I've never had a majority, like even maybe half of my teachers to be Black. Maybe in middle school I had a few. No, I'm lying. I had like 3 Black teachers. No, I had 2 in 8th grade, 1 in 7th grade, maybe, and maybe like 1 in 6th grade. And once I got to high school, I ain't had no Black teachers to be honest with you.
Do you feel like it's a difference, like being taught from a Black teacher than it is a white teacher?
I feel like the only thing that's really different is the like delivery of what they teach. Mm-hmm. So, like for example, when we're learning something like slavery or the Holocaust or whatever, I feel like a Black teacher to us might like talk about it in a more compassionate way than like you said, maybe sugarcoated like a white teacher might, or maybe just not be as sensitive to it as we would want them to be. But I think the curriculum, everybody kind of talks about the same stuff. Like it's just about my bad.
No,
it's just about like how far you want to take it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I feel like I've noticed though, like with my Black teachers, they tend to get. I noticed that like with my Black teachers, they tend to get a lot more personal with their students, especially like their students of color. Like with the whole thing you were saying about like slavery, when I learned about slavery, like with white teachers, it was kind of like they were trying to skip over the lesson. Like it was because I noticed that a lot of times they get uncomfortable, especially if the class is predominantly Black. They tend to get very uncomfortable with certain topics and they don't really want to speak on it in the way that I personally think that they should. Mm-hmm. So everything is always textbook and not really, they don't get you to connect in the way that you should. So most people have a very like misconstrued idea of what slavery really was, or how recent it really was. And like even just the delivery, like you were saying, and stuff like that, I noticed is very different when I compared the teachers of color that I've had to like the white teachers that I've had.
Yeah, I feel like every student should have every student of color should have the privilege of hearing, definitely history for sure, but just being taught by somebody who looks like them. But imagine having to just take something and retain it in your mind, but the person who's telling you to retain it is literally like doesn't look like you at all.
The reason for your struggle.
Not even, I mean that too, but it's just like, bro, you're saying it in a way that I just can't fully comprehend. Like, I need to hear it from somebody who looks like me and thinks like me.
And also, like, when they teach
I'm hard
you
as shit. Don't play with me.
and also, like, when they teach you stuff, like, I feel like it comes better hearing it from somebody who you know goes through the same experiences as you and who you know has to take the same steps that you do to get to where you want to be. So, like, I love hearing, like, when Black educators talk about, like, going to college and, like, promoting, you know, universities and all that stuff. I think that's, like, really good, because I used to have, like, horrible experiences in elementary school with white teachers. Like, terrible. Like, in 6th grade. No, not 6th grade. That's middle school.
Get it right.
In 1st grade, I got accused of throwing a pencil across the room. But really, it was another white girl. I'm not even going to name drop her, but I hated this girl throughout all of elementary school.
Yo, she friend.
No, her name is. We gonna bleep that out. Yeah, so that's how you feel. And I ain't forget you, sis. No, but she left out the classroom for a second, and then she came back, and she saw the pencil fly across the room, but she didn't see it leave my hand. And then she was like, "Aliciana, come here." You know, I saw it over there. She was like, "You're going on red, ma'am."
Ooh, not red.
And that was the first and only time I've ever been on red. I was like, "You didn't even see me throw the pencil."
I don't think I ever had a bad experience with a teacher, with a white teacher.
You want a cookie? It's like, no, go ahead.
I don't know. I know some teachers that ain't like me, but I don't think it was a bad experience.
Yeah, I don't think I really had any significant bad experience with a white teacher. I would think I more so had, like, good experiences with Black teachers. Like, in 8th grade, my, what did I have in 8th grade? American history? Something like that. Yeah, no. American history, yeah. But my American history teacher was a Black female, and she was like, you know, older generation, maybe like mid-40s, but older than us. She was kind of like, she reminded me a lot of my mom. But I just it was so nice having somebody like her, especially a female too, teaching history. So, like, she would tell us, like, she'd be like, "Y'all, this not in the book, but yada yada yada." Like, that's what I like to hear. Or she would be like, "Y'all, let me tell you about this one time. This man, yada yada yada. The school's not gonna teach you this, but I'm gonna tell you."
Personal stories that take up like 30 minutes really be hitting.
They be the teachers you like, though.
Yeah,
right. And that's just, everybody should have the privilege
I had a
of
teacher
that.
like that.
but like, imagine like kids who don't have those type of experiences. That completely discourages them from furthering their education because of those. Like, if you didn't have like good teachers, you're not gonna want to, who made your like school life like a living hell, you're not gonna want to go to a university for 4 more years plus and keep going through the same thing.
Right, because one experience can change your whole outlook on school as a whole. Like, like you said, that experience with the girl and the pencil and the white teacher, whatever, you could have said from this moment forth, I'm like, after I get out of high school, that's it. Like,
That's it, seriously.
you could have said that.
And like, even with like college, I know a lot of people worry about like
What?
Is she gonna say that at elementary school?
No, I'm saying at any point in time, if you had an experience like that, you could say, "Oh, this changes my outlook of school."
But even with like I was saying, like with college debt, I know a lot of people worry about like going into student loan debt and all that stuff. You don't even have to go to a university. Like, you could go to community college for free. Yeah, like I know a lot of people worry about like student loan debt and all that stuff. Like, my mom was in a lot. She had to take out a lot of student loan to go to college. But my dad, you know, he went free ride
Full stunner, don't play with that
to
boy.
Duke. Yes, sir, big lift.
The thing about, I know, that's what makes me think, well, I'm not even going to say I think college is scam, because I'm going regardless.
True.
Well, it's different for me, though, because for me, like, I was in a household, well, I am in a household where like school is not an option
At all.
College is not an option. Like
At
it's
all.
not a choice whether you're going or not. The only choice I have to make regarding school is where I want to go.
You don't get there is no you're not going, sis, because I'm not
It's
taking care of
where
you.
going,
Yeah.
sis, right. So for me, like I think about student loans because my mom, she doesn't want me to have loan debt at all because that's just something that's like personal to her. And
Right.
so the thing with me, like, it can get stressful though because when you think about not wanting to take out loans, you think about, oh, I gotta get X amount of scholarships, like, and then especially already finna be a junior, like I gotta get my bag right,
like right now. SAT
like,
scores, like all of this is falling
juniors
into
got their
place.
scores today. They got their.
Let me ask Jaden what he got. Oh, he's a senior,
He's
isn't
a
he?
senior.
Where's he going?
Morgan.
Oh,
He's done it. I don't think he wants to go there. He doesn't want to go there.
oh. But yeah, like, you don't even have to go to a big university. I'd stop letting these people convince you that you got to go out of state to UCLA. Okay, you don't have to go there. You could go right here to CCBC. Okay, debt free.
CCBC.
I'm serious. You can go right here to.
You got BCCC.
Oh yeah, BCCC.
Yeah, you could literally go to any of these community colleges, get your degree, and maybe you get a scholarship 2 years in and can transfer to whatever university you want to go to, or stay in state. You don't gotta, be flying the country.
I know. I think people underestimate in-state schools. Like, well, I ain't gonna lie, cause I'm leaving. Maryland.
Yeah, I'm definitely not staying here. Sorry.
That's besides the point. Like,
Yeah, like
I only don't want to go to an in-state school, like, because I don't want to be in Maryland, not because I have something against Maryland schools. So clearing that up. Like, I feel like there's a couple schools in Maryland that's like pretty good schools. Like, I feel like Towson's a pretty good school.
Definitely.
College Park is really nice.
where's Bowie? Wait, no, that's in Bowie. I'm sorry.
Bowie is in Maryland.
No,
Yes,
Bowie is in Maryland.
Bowie State.
Yes.
Well, I thought it was in DC.
Bowie, HBCU. If you want to go to an HBCU,
Especially if you play basketball, go there.
too.
What would y'all do if?
My uncle's a football coach up there.
What would y'all's plan be if college did work out versus didn't work out? So, like, what do you want to do, and then what would you do if college did not work out?
Okay, no, you go, Tim.
Yeah, go ahead.
I will start off with college. Don't work out.
Dang, you can't tell us what you want first.
Listen. If college don't work out, how I planned it to be, bro.
Be age appropriate here.
Yes, no, can we start what you want to do first?
No,
Can you be encouraging?
Go ahead.
Be what you want to do.
All right, let's start with it. If college worked out for me, I ain't giving up. So it's like, I'm on the road.
No, but if college
What do you
works
wanna
out,
do?
where would you be? Like,
With school, what do you want to
nursing.
do?
nursing?
Oh,
Oh, I remember. Okay.
Yes, sir. Now, if it didn't work out,
wait, let's come back to that. Let's come back to that.
Don't answer
What do you
that.
want to do? What do you want to do?
So if college works out, well, cause I'm gonna be in school like forever. So if college work out, then hopefully I would be like have some scholarships to go to law school, and then did that count as college, right?
Yeah, I guess.
Okay, so if that
Like
works
grad
out-
school?
Yeah, grad school.
Okay.
So if that works out, hopefully I would, pass and come out with my JD.
Hopefully pass.
Yeah, hopefully pass, come
Yeah.
out with my JD and be able to like maybe have like a low level position at firms and stuff, or just internships when I come out so I can get some experience in the field. That's if it works out. Now if it doesn't, I haven't put too much thought in that, but
Wait, let's do that after so we can
Okay,
go
go
into
ahead.
the next. Okay. If college did work out, I would go because I'm graduating with my associates. So I would do another 2 years to get my bachelor's, and then another 2 years to get my master's in nursing, and then I would go be an RN for a little bit of a year, kind of. Well, yeah, a year minimum in order to be a nurse practitioner, because you have to be an RN for at least a year. So yeah, I would do that for like a year, and then eventually I would get my diploma and stuff so that I could be a nurse practitioner, and then open like my own stuff. And then I'm gonna open my dispensary, and then I'm gonna open my rehab facility.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay.
Okay, what would you do if it didn't work out?
Yeah, I'll show y'all what we go first.
Just go last. What did you do?
Come back to me because I truthfully don't know. Like, what would I do at college if I didn't get into any schools, bro? Well, shit, I would have to be at CCBC. I would be at CCBC.
Yeah, regardless.
And I would just pray that after 2 years, I get into university.
Yeah.
That's the plan.
Yeah.
You do.
I would be a stripper.
We on the same page because I was start OnlyFans.
What? Wait. I would be a stripper.
Yo, Miguel in the back like,
Yo, real, yes, sir. You know they get money on OnlyFans.
This was a joke, right?
Not at all.
Mine was a joke, okay? I
Not playing.
So wait, you would really like personally do an OnlyFans?
No, I was playing, but honestly, I don't know. Some people do it though.
Would you do an OnlyFans?
No, respectfully.
I mean, no, I wouldn't do it.
Respectfully.
No, I wouldn't.
I don't know.
I mean, you know, nothing against the little, the freakier side of things, but you know.
Wait.
Your side.
No.
Okay, no.
So how do you feel about it?
I just feel as though you have to have you should have a certain level of respect for yourself. Like, what? Don't look at me crazy. What?
OnlyFans does not mean that you don't have any respect for yourself.
Okay, but if you did, you wouldn't give your body
They gotta pay for it.
That makes it better that you sell your body.
Just giving it.
How does that mean you don't have any respect?
You're selling your body for money. Like that's.
But
would you rather them sell it for free?
You don't sell your body for anything. It shouldn't. Like what?
But some people, that's their way of making money. They feel.
I mean, to
comfortable with
each his own, but that's my reason for not doing it. If you feel like there's no other way to get a bag than to post news and make people pay to see it, by all means, hustle. Like, but will Imani be doing that? No, respectfully.
Ooh, all right.
Y'all can take the floor.
Go ahead, Tim. 'Cause she's passionate, okay? She's in it.
Yeah,
She's feeling it.
She topped that. I ain't gonna lie. But I don't see nothing wrong with people with OnlyFans though.
Me neither.
I don't feel as though they selling their body.
I don't look down on the people. Like,
No, we're not
I
saying
think
that.
the people bad. Y'all all look good for real. Wait a minute.
But
Will you see me on there? No.
No, I'm not. We
No.
wasn't saying that you was talking, but it was like the way you said it.
It's like very, it's like condescending kind of.
Yeah, you ain't really rocking.
No, but I get that though. Like, I don't personally feel like it's like disrespectful to your body. I don't think that they don't have any self-respect because you got to remember, OnlyFans, they're not letting you, touch them. Okay, you get to see but not touch, and people are doing this for free. Okay, I done seen Black China's booty on Instagram every day for free. Okay, like I don't think it has anything to do with respect. I just think if you want to do it, then you do it.
Right, if it's something you feel comfortable about and you make your money for it. Then.
Right, why not?
Right, I feel as though
Now she like right.
No, because I don't disagree. I'm saying like if I feel like it's good to have that level of comfortability.
There we go.
That
You got it.
in your body. Like it's good to have that kind of that sense of self with your body that you're comfortable with, like yourself and showing it off. I don't have a problem with that part. It's just the part where I just can't get with the fact that you would be doing this just for money. Like,
okay, so I see how you feel about OnlyFans. How do you feel about like exotic dancers or prostitutes and people who actually are selling their body technically?
prostitution and like stripping, I think, is completely different because I think stripping actually is like a talent. Like people's careers are stripping. Prostitutes is just like you just haven't like
prostitution is illegal.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Right, prostitute like you just have you don't have no other options. Like you just say,
that really is a last resort. That really is a last resort.
They down bad.
Yeah,
right
I don't think anybody's first thought when they come out the womb is, I'm gonna prostitute today. As of right now.
It's definitely a last resort. Like, I would hate to see somebody in that position, but...
So, wait.
I mean, you should have been at CCBC.
I have a question.
it's for me specifically?
Yes.
Okay, go ahead.
So say like, you go to school for real, you finish and all that. And next time you just drive through, you see one of your friends. And it's like one of your old friends and somebody used to know, and they in the streets, they probably, what would you do?
Pick them up. Get your ass off this street. You going to school with me. It's like, no, cut that out. Oh my God.
Oh, bro.
What you doing? What you doing, girl?
Pep talk 'em.
Come on, Bethany, you don't even live like that.
Tell
What
it,
you
man.
doing?
This ain't you. This ain't you.
Well, the old child but did go to jail like they did on that one.
Yo.
You ain't never seen that?
No, but in all seriousness though, I would pick if they were like if I used to know them or whatever, I would pick them up because I don't know, I think I would try to get them back on their feet because I'm just that kind of person.
Okay, guys.
So back to my original question. Do you think people, because we obviously know the differences between like exotic dancing, prostitution, OnlyFans. Do you think people view them, people who do them differently, like depending on what the job is? So like, do you think somebody views somebody who does OnlyFans differently than they do like somebody who does exotic dancing?
Wait, do I think that people view strippers different than they view OnlyFans people? Yeah, I do. I think stripping to a lot of people is more like lightly regarded than OnlyFans would be. Well, no, I lied. I lied. It's the other way around.
Yeah.
I think OnlyFans is a little more lightly regarded than stripping is because, like you said, OnlyFans is like, it's all social media really, so it's not physical. Strippers, you don't know what they do when they leave that club. OnlyFans, at least like, they're literally in their own bathroom, like, by themselves.
Oh, wait.
Bro, I never subscribed to OnlyFans.
Me either, in my life.
Y'all
ain't getting my money. Don't play with me.
Not at all.
First of all, you're 15, okay? You're 17. I don't think you should be.
It's open to the
right, but listen.
You gotta be of age.
It's like I see y'all try to get y'all money, but you ain't getting mine.
No. Okay, but yeah, like I see what you're saying though. Like, but like I feel like OnlyFans has been around. Like the concept of OnlyFans has been around the same amount of time that stripping has.
Yeah, I think the concept of OnlyFans is
It's
only
like
part about
Pornhub.
OnlyFans. Yeah, the only part about OnlyFans that I don't like is the fact that, like, is the money part of it. Like, you can send. Not you can do this. Don't do this at home. Don't try this at home. Like, but you can want to take pictures of yourself and want to send them to people. But then the fact that you're like selling it to them, like charging them a price, like, oh, the higher the price, the more you get to see. That's weird. Like, that's what I don't like about it.
Okay.
I'm a big stepper. Don't play.
Well, so this question, I'm gonna ask you this because I feel like you feel strongly about this.
I do.
You want a discount?
Do you? Right, $9.99.
No,
You take
not my money.
She said, if you ain't at the dollar store, I ain't buying you. So, do you personally think that like the idea of sex work is valid?
Valid as in
Like, do you think it's a real career? Do you think it should be respected as a real career?
I think no. I don't think it's a career. I think it's more of a different plan. Like, you know how you have option A, then you have option B. I feel like sex work is definitely like option B. Like,
I don't.
Option G.
Yeah, definitely like option G. Like I feel like to even put yourself in a career or work path like that, you have to have like missed mad opportunities to even fall there. Like I feel like that should never be a career path to you, like your number one choice.
And like I said before, I don't think that's necessarily anyone's first choice ever, because nobody really wants to just be like wake up one day like, oh yeah, this is exactly what I want to do for the rest of my life, even when I'm 65 years old. Okay. But like, I don't think that that means it shouldn't be respected as real work, because at the end of the day, you still got to pay taxes like everybody else. Okay. It's not this, everybody thinks like it's this easy job. It's not, it's fast money, of course, but it's not easy money. Okay. You still have to make sure that people want to buy from you. especially with strippers, you got to have the upper body strength. You got to work out.
Keep your body right so people want to.
It's not easy money. This is not something that you can just, have and just keep going. You know what I'm saying? But the thing I worry about though is like what you said, like with some especially our generation is so heavily influenced, they might think of it as plan A. And that's why I don't really want to discourage college, because I don't want them to think that, if I don't go to college, immediately I'm going to go right to sex work.
Right. And see, how I think of it is definitely like, I feel like if you had kind of made, if you had did what you were supposed to do, but if you had like what's the word? If you had used all of your abilities and all your talents and you got as far with school as you could be, I feel like you shouldn't even have to be in a position to be doing sex work.
But you have to remember that everybody doesn't have the same access to a great education that we do. We might think of it as this never, for us, it'll never have to be our last resort. Hopefully.
Damn right.
Not even to say it like that, but we know that we have so many opportunities before it gets to that point, and we have people that surround us and care about us that wouldn't, not to say that people who do OnlyFans or whatever don't, but I'm saying that they wouldn't let us. And I feel like, it necessarily means that people who do have to get to that point because they don't have the resources, meaning they didn't try. I mean, some people really just don't have access to the things to get to where they need to be successful in a way that's deemed normalized or that's typical for people in our society.
But to piggyback off you, like you said, some people don't got the resources. Some people make OnlyFans for financial reasons.
Right.
To get through college.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So it's like, what? I mean, they need the money and they need it fast. They see that OnlyFans is working, so why not get on the wave?
Same thing with drug dealing and stuff like that. Like some people, not even like to bring it.
Right though, it's like the same thing with drug dealing. People see fast money, they want it.
Some people have to do what they got to do, to help their family or even to put themselves through college, like Tim said. So I feel like we shouldn't be, shaming people. And I think the main reason that we are is because of the stigma around sex to begin with. Like with it, it's everywhere. It's in shows, it's in music, it's all around us. But still, we act as if it's wrong to embrace your sexuality or it's wrong to be comfortable in who you are or which you are. That doesn't mean you have to agree with it. That doesn't mean you have to support it. But I feel like you should be respecting them and treating it as if it's a real job, because at the end of the day, they have to do the same stuff that you have to do, paying taxes, making sure that everything is straight. It's not easy. Yeah, I just feel like we shouldn't be, treating anybody differently because they do it.
So like, after we just had that little talk, so would y'all be comfortable with family members or friends having?
No, don't play with me. I'm your family. You represent me. Don't ever do that.
All right, but listen. So say y'all get
what?
Listen. You get older, right? And your brother gets older. Say your brother starts an OnlyFans. You be mad at him? Like,
yes. I would be like, what did you even, like, where did you F up to where you had to make an OnlyFans?
but why do you necessarily have to F up?
Right. Why do you want to make an OnlyFans?
Like, why do you willingly, like, consciously want to say
I don't think
and get paid for it?
I see where she's coming from, but like any other parent, I don't think nobody necessarily wants their kids to sell their body to get money, because at the end of the day, you are associated with your family, whether you like it or not. But would I disown my family members? Would I disown my kid?
No.
or make them feel like, that they can't come around, they can't come to me, they can't be supported by me, or that I'm going to like cut them off? No, absolutely not. I'm not going to encourage you to start one. I'm not going to be like, okay, you're 3 years old now, let's teach you about OnlyFans. Like the same way that you would like teach them about being a doctor and stuff like that. No.
But yeah, I would not disown my kid because of that. But I think the level of, you're going to be mad, but the level of like support that you would have from me would definitely go downhill, especially if me as a mother, I have exposed you to so many things that now at this point in your life, you want to just turn to OnlyFans.
That's
for
different.
what?
That's definitely, I definitely see where you're coming with that.
So basically what you're saying is like, all right, so you're the parent. So like if the person is experienced like good paths and good background and stuff like that, why would you choose to do OnlyFans? That's where you come
I would feel that type of way too. Like I gave you all the resources, the tools you needed, but you chose the latter.
Look, I gave you A, B, and C, but you want to go
D,
all the
E,
way
F,
down.
G, H, I.
I gave you all
Did I
of
say
that,
that
but
right?
I gave you A through I, but you want to go all the way, down to Z and play with me like I'm not a good mom. No, like you.
I don't think that means you're a bad mom.
Right.
No. It doesn't make me a bad. Well, it will make me question it because it will make me like, what did I miss that you just have to turn to?
But that's guilt. That's guilt on your behalf. You don't have to feel guilty for something. You can raise your child every way possible that you think is the greatest thing for them. At the end of the day, they're going to do what they want to do. You can't take that on as a parent because it'll eat you alive. You're not responsible for every single thing that your kid does. That's like saying you raise your kid in like this great home and then they grow up to be serial killers and then you...
Oh, dang.
No, seriously. They grow up to be a serial killer and then you feel this guilt like, where did I go wrong? Some things you can't control.
But I feel as though, in a certain perspective, peer pressure plays off of that a lot.
Right.
So like you said, if you have your kids, right? Say they get older, right? And the people they be around, they see that, they see X, Y, and Z making money off the OnlyFans. Oh yeah, I'm trying to get right too. So it's like they friends doing it. Why not? Why not I do it?
Right. I feel like that's how it is now too. Like everybody has OnlyFans.
Even Beyonce promoted it in her song.
Right, so now when I see like different like influencers or just people who got an Instagram following and they started OnlyFans, I don't even be surprised. Didn't I tell you about the girl I seen who had OnlyFans on her story?
Why is she yelling? Why are you yelling?
Because that really made me.
Oh my, that's the thing though. Like there's this 15-year-old girl. I don't even know how she got it because you're supposed to be 18. I don't know how, but she has an OnlyFans.
I won't say I don't, but I know a good amount of people with OnlyFans. Yeah, and she's the girl like 17.
How?
And it's crazy because the girl is like, she just known, like she gets Sinette. She has her OnlyFans. Got her OnlyFans, and then, like her friends, she was putting her friends on to the OnlyFans too. So now they got OnlyFans, and now every Insta Snap is them promoting, telling them to subscribe. This, that, and the third. And people actually be paying for it. It's like,
but
and
it shouldn't have to be that.
That's the thing I worry about though. Like we're hearing about this stuff so young and we make these decisions so young. What if you wake up one day and you're like, I don't want to do OnlyFans, I want to be a lawyer, and then they go look up your name.
You're 35 and no degrees. You know what you
no, that's not the point. Because you don't want to do. You decided at 18 years old that you want to do OnlyFans, and then you're like, I don't want to do it anymore. And then you want to be a lawyer, and they find your stuff, and then they're like, sis, we cannot hire you.
Right, like
it's crazy.
It should just never have to be that. Like, to me, how I think, just because I have just a educator mindset.
Oh, she's a different breed. I forgot.
Yeah, because it's like, why? You're 17, 18, and you're doing OnlyFans, baby. Did you graduate from high school? Like, you could be. It don't even gotta
Let's
be
not
university.
shame.
I'm not shaming, but I'm just saying, you're doing OnlyFans, but is that it? Like, do you have your diploma? Are you working a 9 to 5?
Yeah.
Do you have a source of income other than sex money?
Right. I feel you now, because you're like, dang, you the OnlyFans, but like, is that your only way of income?
OnlyFans, like, is that your only plan?
It's like, damn, skip a real job. I'm gonna just jump to OnlyFans.
Right, like that's just the problem. Like, and the fact that it's just normal now. Oh, you got OnlyFans, cool.
And I worry about like kids who are waiting to turn 18 so bad because they want to start an OnlyFans.
All social media.
They'll be like, 20 days till I'm 18, OnlyFans on the way. 2 years till I'm 18.
Isn't that how Danielle Bergoli was?
Yes, bro. She
made. No, I ain't gonna lie though. She was hustling. She made like 1.6 million her first
day. That's
Don't
what I'm
try
saying.
this at home, kids. Do not try this at home. But she made a bag off of that, and I don't even think she was going crazy on that either. Like it was,
it was like slight stuff. Right? It wasn't even.
That shit in my close
That's because you got creeps running the.
And I think it's weird. Like she literally just turned 18, and y'all are like jumping on her to to get into her OnlyFans. That's very weird. She was
that?
underage yesterday, and today she's 18, and now y'all, because she's technically legal, y'all want to jump at it. I think it's weird. Same thing with what's her name, Malu Trevu. Say all of these influencers who started off young, like as soon as they turn 18, they jump right into it.
Well, because, you know, they've been exposed to that stuff since they were young, though. That's the thing. Like, I know I keep going back to that, but that's just how I think about it. Like,
social media plays a big part.
Social media sucks.
So do you think it's different seeing celebrities like have OnlyFans, rather like doing sex work in general and having like OnlyFans and all that, than opposed to like people you know personally? I don't know. I just feel like when celebrities do it, nobody's really like,
because they made it a norm.
Right, celebrities is easier to just brush off your shoulder because I don't know you.
Yeah.
So to me, you just making money. But if you start OnlyFans, you know this shit.
Whoa, banked.
Yeah.
Yeah, just because Aliciana, like, no, not even in your case, but if you're my friend, period, and you, or if I know you personally, and you just decide to up and start OnlyFans, I'm just gonna look at you like you were in school.
Like, especially,
I wouldn't do it at 15. Good God Almighty.
you shouldn't do it at all. Like,
listen. Personally, I would never do it, only because I'm not comfortable with my body being on the internet like that. Or I would be a stripper, okay? I would be, maybe.
So if you were comfortable with your body out there, you would be a stripper.
I'm not naked as a stripper.
damn near.
It's the same thing as wearing a bikini.
No, she ain't lying though.
But yeah, no, I'm just gonna say altogether, no, I wouldn't do it. But I'm not gonna look down on anybody who does do it. I'm not too good for it. I'm not, all that stuff. And also, people think they could just drop out and become rappers and actors. Like your homeboy across the street.
No. Listen, I'm a Jay. Listen, I got a homeboy want to drop out of school and start rapping, and it sucked. I'm telling you. It sucks.
Bro, you need to let your homeboys know.
I ain't gonna lie, I wouldn't even let him drop out of school, though.
Right, it don't even
Like,
matter.
bro, you can rap while you in school, bro.
Right, your music
Oh
can
my
be
God.
fire.
Saweetie and Megan Thee Stallion both have degrees and are
Yeah.
rappers, very successful. You do not have to drop out of school to be like an actor or a rapper. Even if you wanted to do like my dream is to be an actor, right? I could still go to I can act. Don't try to play me. What is wrong with y'all?
Bro, because you just said you wanted to be a nurse practitioner.
Like that.
I said my dream.
A, B, C, D. I think she at E right now.
Please go to hell. Are you serious? Why are y'all trying to? No. I said.
No way.
I said my dream, as in like in another world. Like if I wasn't a nurse, but like
Okay, you clean that up real good because
Never
it's taking.
No
I really hate it here. Sometimes late nights I just cry. I just sit here and cry.
Go ahead, bro.
Anyway, as I was saying, okay, and don't laugh when I say this, but anyway, like I could still be in school and take like singing classes or acting classes on the side while still being in school. So there's options to be those things while still being in school.
Yeah, and I really like the fact that when Megan was she started popping and stuff, she was still in school and she made it known that
she promotes it. Yes.
Right, and I really like that because you can not that it's not going to be hard to do both, but you can do both. Like,
absolutely,
it does not ever have to be one or the other.
And it makes you just more credible.
Right, you could be the want to be the freaking next Nicki Minaj, but you can graduate from high school. But especially if you want to be in the type of you want to do that, you want to act, you want to sing, you want to rap, you can go to school for that specific talent.
Yeah, like I was saying, yeah.
Right, like
they got music majors and all that stuff, acting major, theater.
Just the problem is people just don't want to
apply.
They don't want to apply themselves. They don't want to put in the work. They just get so turned off by the thought of school. But if you really love to do something, you would want to be educated in that field.
Yeah, and there's a huge problem with not enough Black educators, and there's also our community, especially African Americans. We don't have nearly the high success rate with school that we should. We're especially with
I think we're coming up actually recently,
as we should, but like notoriously we don't necessarily, we're not the ones that are perceived as like educated and all that type of stuff, because for one it wasn't offered to us before. Okay, we're just now getting to the point where we can have equal opportunities in educations, opposed to other races. You know, white people don't play that. Okay, they be like, Johnny, you're going to school, period. They will pay for their kids to go to school. Our people don't do that. If we don't get no, I'm serious. If we don't get scholarships and like and we always rely heavily on sports, and I feel like we value sports more than we do actual academics. And like it's like, especially in our community, they'll be like, oh, he's good at basketball, drill him as hard as he can so he gets all these scholarships, and they'll put sports before they do academics, so he'll get to college and play sports but be failing all of his classes.
Boy, be dumb as a rock.
And can't keep his scholarship. So I feel like, of course there's nothing wrong with using your talents to get your scholarship, but you should care about academics the same way that you care about your sports. That's just me though. You know me.
I agree. I feel like everybody kind of thinks like that. Like everybody, nobody wants to be a dumb athlete. Like, hey, shit,
too many of y'all.
You should want to be a smart athlete, so you got the double package. Right. Like people take sports like so seriously. Like sports, like we said, is college the end all be all? Sports be people end all be all. And then they like the thought of actually being educated and acted like having intellect kind of just drills to the back of their mind.
And then they'll brag like, oh, my son is a basketball prodigy. Brag about your son being a scholar.
Son is dumb.
Brag about your son being a straight A student. Brag about him. Brag about him being a straight A student and having all of these scholarships, because he's not only street smart, but he's book smart. Okay. Especially your sons. Make sure your sons are smart. Okay.
Yes, black boys.
Yes, black boy joy. We love to see it.
I got some good news. So recently I found out, right? I was chosen because of my grades, you know, because I'm smart for real. Yeah. For this summer, right? I get paid for taking college courses at Morgan State.
Oh! He couldn't wait to say that.
Yeah, don't tell me that, boy.
We gonna throw you a party.
Oh, wow.
Why you get dead silent? No, but yeah, like even you like, what if you injure your knee, right? And you're out, you can't play sports no more. Now you've lost your scholarship. And you can't go to college now because you're not smart.
You fucked up.
You stupid.
You're done, son.
Stupid.
It's so many different outcomes that you can, like, so many different outcomes can happen. But I'm saying, like, if you just take school seriously and to begin with, be straight. Like, if you take school seriously to begin with, you won't run into half of those problems. Stay educated, kids.
Yo, she's serious about this.
Okay, so I have a question. So, do the courses that you're gonna take at Morgan, will you have like college credits coming out? That's so good.
Oh my god,
that's so good.
And here I thought you was stupid.
No, for real. No, I didn't think you was dumb.
I did.
Man.
I ain't even gonna lie.
Not dumb as a rock. Maybe just like a little bit.
Right, I ain't gonna lie.
Starting at like over the summer, yeah, when you wouldn't let us in.
Oh, at that point in time, yeah.
I thought you were lagging.
Tim is not dumb.
Lacking
Tim
a few.
Tim is a goofball.
Oh my god, I'm so goofy.
Y'all see what I got with me today? Y'all see this bad boy right here?
Anyways, y'all, I don't know. I think the end all be all, instead of being college, it should be to find out what works for you.
Aww.
And what doesn't have to be OnlyFans, y'all, but just find out what works for you and what is gonna get you, like, you maximize your potential. Don't settle.
I think the end all be all takeaway from this episode is, like Imani said, do what you gotta do. Do not shame sex workers, okay? Just because you wouldn't do it, you wouldn't do a whole lot of other things. Don't shame other people. I encourage school. I'm a huge supporter of school. I think you should go to school, but don't put yourself in debt and bad mental health trying to get there. Amen.
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 Don't play with us.
Amen.
Tim, you got a conclusion?
Yeah.
I already said mine. You thought I was playing?
Oh, he said go to school.
Yes,
Stunner.
Go to school.
Okay, I'm Big Lift.
Never scared.
Never scared. Never scared.
My name's Tim.
You suck.
Right? Come on.
Yeah, where what you want to come?
Anyways, y'all can follow us on Instagram at Bird's Eye View Pod. Make sure you tune into all of our previous episodes that are already out. I believe it's 8 that's already out, and this will be 9. So make sure you catch up and tune in.
Last episode of the season is next week.
Next week.
And then we're back again with another episode. Another season.
Goodbye.
2.
Thank you for tuning in to this week's episode. And don't forget to follow us on all social media platforms at Bird's Eye View Podcast.